Now to the latest on the push for redistricting. Today, the Texas House of Representatives just approved a new map that creates up to 5 new winnable congressional seats for the Republican Party. This comes amid a push by President Trump for Republican-controlled states to redraw their legislative maps. It's in an effort to give Republicans a better chance at holding on to control of the U.S. House of Representatives in next year's midterm elections. These maps must be approved by the Texas Senate and Governor Greg Abbott before they become official.
Today, former President Barack Obama announced he's supporting California's Proposition 50. It's called the Election Rigging Response Act. It would fight back against the push to redistrict Texas. At a fundraising event in Massachusetts, Obama said he believes Governor Gavin Newsom's approach is responsible. Meanwhile, the plan for new congressional maps here in California continues tonight as lawmakers met again to debate how much a special election may cost the state.
And it comes as questions grow about who drew the new maps and what changes were made since their release last week. ABC 10's Jeannie Nguyen joins us in studio with new details. Jeannie.
Chris and Laura, state lawmakers have just one day left to pass the redistricting package before the deadline to call a November special election. So far, there's no official price tag from the Department of Finance, but lawmakers estimate the cost could be about $230 million. As for who drew the maps, answers are varied, and state Republicans are now calling for a federal investigation.
The people of California will get the final say.
Continuing to promise transparency, lawmakers met in appropriations committees Wednesday morning to debate the financial impacts of a potential special election.
$230 million to taxpayers to have the special election.
It's a developing issue right now.
The Department of Finance says it doesn't have an official estimate on costs just yet, but the state intends on providing funding to counties in advance of the election. As for who drew the new maps, voters will be asked to approve.
What we need to know right now is who drew the maps.
So we did a lot to bolster Democratic candidates.
Last week, the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee and consultant Paul Mitchell took credit for the drafts. But when asked in hearings, Democrat Assemblymember Isaac Bryan had this to say.
These maps were drawn in collaboration between many stakeholders, including experts who have been drawing lines for multiple municipalities for over 100 different jurisdictions across California and beyond.
Unhappy with answers from his Democratic colleagues, Republican Assemblymember Tom Lackey says there hasn't been transparency throughout this process.
When we mention Paul Mitchell, it's like ice water in their veins. They know it's probably true, but why not let us know if it's not true? They're not saying it isn't Paul Mitchell, are they? I haven't heard that. They have their very crafted response.
It comes as Democratic Assemblymember Cecilia Aguiar Curry, author of AB 604, which will establish the new maps, acknowledged that minor changes were made to the maps this week.
There's two small things. It's like 0.027% change, so it's minimal.
A spokesperson for Speaker Robert Rivas tells ABC 10 2 minor changes were made to the maps between Friday evening and Monday morning to ensure the city of Industry and the southern part of Santa Ana were united. Adding the maps are drawn by a partnership between the legislature, the governor, and lawmakers in Congress. Still attempting to stop this process, Republican state lawmakers sent this letter to the U.S. Attorney's Office requesting a federal investigation.
We believe that there are credible allegations that federal law has been violated in this corrupt redistricting scheme that's going on behind us. We also believe that there are prima facie violations of federal civil rights and voting rights laws that need to be investigated and adjudicated by the federal government.
Still to come on To the Point with Alex Bell tonight at 6:30. What's next and the likelihood of a special election? Back to you.
All right, Jeannie Nguyen live in studio for us with that update. Thank you.